Okay, wow, hi, we're live. That was so fast. Oh, whoa. All right, hi, Heather here. I am tuning in from my parents' home in Pennsylvania, outside of Allentown. So that's where I am today, and I thought I would show you the um, the gear I brought with me while traveling. So normally I'm in California, obviously, and so I flew into Philadelphia and drove up here. And I just thought I'd show you what I'm knitting while I'm gone. Um, it's kind of, okay, if I don't stand on it, it works better. Okay. So I am working on our knit along sweater, which is the Pop Your Color. I knit the cardigan already, but I am working on the pullover for myself. Here it is. So it's really nice, easy knitting. I'm onto the body. So I am just knitting around and around and around. I'm working down from the armhole right in this area. And it's good because, you know, I don't have to remember a pattern. I'm just going straight for like 10 or 12 inches before I get to the ribbing. So that is good. I've got my my woolly worsted in the aquamarine, and I have some extra skeins, and in a real hope, I did actually even bring my pop color, which is the Heathers and Berry. So that is what I'm working on. Oh, hi, Mary from Colorado. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. So yeah, I have my sweater that I'm knitting, and then if I happen to finish the body, which I don't know if I'll get that far, but if I happen to finish the body, I brought tools and supplies to work on the sleeves. And so I brought a couple different options. I brought my double points. Sometimes I like knitting on double points, but double points are not great for plain knitting. One time I was on the plane with a friend. We were coming back from the trade show, and she was working on double points and dropped one. And of course, there's nothing on here to make it stop rolling. So we were at the way back of the plane, and we just heard her needle go rolling all the way down the front of the plane. She was like, well, guess that one's gone. So while I did bring my double points, I doubt I'll be knitting with them on the plane. But I did bring a backup. So I think I'm gonna try knitting my sleeves on a short circular needle. So I have that here. It is 12 inch. So from tip to tip is how circular needles are measured. And this is just a 12 inch shorty needle. And see even the little handles here, the needle tips are only a couple inches long. So I think I'm gonna try knitting my sleeves on this. I used the double points on my cardigan, so I couldn't help but bring them because I'm just a double points girl. But I did also bring this 12 inch needle that I really like to try. And then along with the 12 inch needle, I also brought my other cords that I've been using for this project. And then I like to bundle them up. This is a notion that I haven't talked about much, but I do carry them on my website. They're called magnetic keepers, and they're like these little springy rubber grippy with magnet ends. So you can see and they just kind of lock together. And so I like to use these to kind of hold things together. So like I'll put it around the needle cords, and then I wrap it around a few times, and spring it together. And then those are just kind of locked on. And, oh, yeah, I had it on the double points too. See, I have this same setup. Just this nice little, yeah, magnetic keeper. Super handy little tool. And just wrap around. And then the fact that it's like silicone rubber, it makes it kind of grippy so the things don't go flying around and falling out. And then those little magnets are good. Like if you have metal stitch markers, those stick right to it. And then they come as a 3-pack. So I've got the 2 here, and then they come in this neat little case. See, magnetic keepers. We sell them on UU. I put a link down below. And then yeah, here's the 3rd one. Oh, and it has my interchangeable needle key already stuck to it. So yeah, you get this little 3 set in this little plastic case. So then I used the plastic case to keep my needle key, and I keep those little stoppers that go with the interchangeable needles. Always handy to have a set of those on hand. And then I put my yarn cutter in there too. I don't know if you know these Clover yarn cutters. So I don't really travel with scissors because it's just a pain, and I always think like if they're gonna get mad about anything, it's gonna be about the scissors. Like I can have all these needles with me. Nobody ever says anything, especially when you're flying within the US. But scissors, I never risk it. I use this little tool, which is by Clover. And so you can see it's a metal thing, and then there's little slots that go to like, it's a razor blade in there. So it's really easy. And then I just tie it onto a little piece of string, another piece of yarn. Oh, same color as my sweater. So you can just cut your yarn, you just poke it through and it slices your yarn. So this is an indispensable travel tool in my book. So I've got my magnetic keepers, some interchangeable needle stuff, my cutter, and it all just like clicks in that nice little case. So it's all kind of contained. And then I have my cords and those double points that I probably didn't need to bring, but I brought as like a, I don't know, emotional support. I'm not sure. And my sweater project, of course, because knitting, knitting, knitting. It's nice sitting at the nursing home with my dad. I can just sit there and knit or whatever. And then the other thing I brought was just an easy to fold, just a little canvas bag instead of, well, actually it's linen, but instead of like a big purse or heavy tote bag, I pack my clothes in a regular wheelie bag, and then I have a backpack that I use as my carry-on, but I don't want to go like out to dinner or running errands or off to see my dad at, you know, his rehab facility with like my big laptop backpack. That's not nice. So I pack this or some other little knitting bag like this as like this way I can just fold it up and then I roll it up and I stick it in my case. So I have a nice little purse. Okay, I fold it nicer than that. But anyway, it's not wrinkly. It looks better when I'm walking around to have a nice little bag. My whole project, I made sure before I left that my project can fit in it, and my phone and wallet and that type of stuff. So when I'm out for the day, and if I have to hang around and wait for stuff or whatever it is, I still have my knitting with me, which is kind of nice. And the last thing I packed was my Something About Phoenix shawl because, well, first off, it's cute. Secondly, it goes with everything. And yeah, the weather is kind of wild and changing here in Pennsylvania. So I just think it's a really nice one. It's springy, it's light, it's knit in sport weight, so it's just easy, like it's not like so thick and bulky. I mean, I'm also wearing a bulky weight sweater, the pop the pop top cardigan, but that's beside the point. But anyway, I like to have this with me on the plane because you can scrunch it up real small in your bag, or kind of use it as a nice little wrap over your shoulders, or to keep your neck warm on the plane, whichever. So that's a free pattern, the Something About Phoenix shawl, one of my favorites. I did put a link to all this fun stuff in the description below. As I was getting it out today, I'm like, wow, I have a lot of stuff here with me. Who knew? Knitters travel with supplies. So yeah, anyway, I thought I would just pop in and show you that stuff and say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Like I said, I am in Pennsylvania today at the house I grew up in, my parents' house. We have a beautiful great blue heron over my shoulder. I'm on the couch in the living room. And yeah, not my traditional yarn background that we normally get to see. So where are you tuning in from? Do you have any can't miss travel knitting supplies or tips and tricks? Like I said, I use one thing, but I pile in 10 other things in there as well. Or, like my travel knitting bag type thing. Oh, here you go. Oh, hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. Happy travels. Great to have family time. Enjoy it all. Yes, it's kind of a... Yep, it's... my dad's in a little rehab facility right now, so it's been an important trip to come and see him. But I've had some good time sitting with him, like I said. So I'm happy to have been able to do that. Oh, Mary says, I like the shawl. How many skeins to make it? So this shawl uses You So Sporty. Let's see. Okay. So it's basically a 4-ball shawl. And there's this berry accent color and the silver on this one, and then 2 balls of red velvet. So it's basically like you knit the red velvet and the berry together until you're out of one of them, and then that kind of leads to your midpoint. And then you pick up your other color and your other ball of red velvet, or whatever your main color is, and go back and decrease the other way. Super fun pattern. So yeah, really cute. There we go, get it back on. Perfect. Oh, Deborah, oh, I see. Well, being together is good. Yes, thank you. Make some good memories. Yes. We had some good times. And my sisters are here, and my niece and my brother, and I get to see my nephew tonight. So yeah, lots of good time. More wildlife. So yeah, it's definitely chillier here in Pennsylvania. A little it's been soggy from last night to this morning, and we've had some crazy thunderstorms. Apparently the thunder was so loud it woke everybody but me up. But yeah, it's not bad. It's mild, like 55 degrees and a little drizzly. So not too bad. Last week, I think they had about 13 inches of snow. So I guess I picked the right week. a little rain is not that bad. So anyway, I just thought I would pop in and say hello and share my little travel gear setup. I hope you had fun. And yeah, I will be back next week. Winter storms here. Oh yes, you were in Oregon, right, Deborah? Winter storms here with rain, snow, wind, of course. I'm knitting. There you go. Good. What are you? Oh, the mountains of the Pacific Northwest. Wow, yes. Kathleen, hello from New York. Nice to see you, Kathleen. Yes, I am in Pennsylvania. I grew up here. I moved to California about 20 years ago, but I come back here to Pennsylvania and it's nice to walk around, and my parents' house is in a cute little town that you can walk right into town, and there's good little stores and stuff like that. Oh, Deborah's knitting a large wool shawl with mohair. Very pretty. That's nice. Okay, well, I don't have anything else too exciting going on today. Not my normal my normal home with all, or studio space with all the stuff going on. So that's about it. And I will be back next week. If you did place any orders on UU.com, we will start shipping again on Monday, March 4th. I am on like a winter break. I can't ship yarn if I am not at home. So that's just on pause, but we have everything in stock if you need anything, and it will go out as soon as I get home. That is, and I have a little note on the website to remind you which day I'm shipping. So we will get it out to you if you have placed any orders. And yeah, that is what's up here from UU. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day. And yeah, all these fun things I link to at the bottom of the in the description, these little magnetic keepers. I love them. So okay, well, thanks for your little emojis, Deborah. Those are adorable. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and I'll see you again next week.